Let's talk about Rigetti Computing, not a company of Penne Rigatte. Rigetti, let's go. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. What is going on in the quantum computing world, Alvaro?
Wow, absolutely not. You know, we talked about it the other week about the rebound, strong rebound that went up from 5.70 till 11.33. So obviously more than 100% in just a couple of days, completely insane. But right now it's going down. Let's talk about why it happened.
Let's see, because the price action right here is very interesting. We're in the 4-hour time frame, and if we zoom out a little bit, since the start of this uptrend that started, more or less the 10th of October, you can clearly see those uptrends that have been drawn. And you can see the first one was broken out with a lot of strength right here during the start of January. Yeah, the first week at the end of that. And then we had a very second moment, very interesting right here, with that bounce around $5.70 with a lot of strength. And the key aspect is that it seems that it has stopped at that level of 11.83 that in the past acted as a resistance right here multiple times and with another retest right here. So the key question, as Alvaro mentioned, or also let us know in the comments below your answer, do you think this is another try to recover the strength for lower levels, or do you think the breakout will happen sooner than later, or a different scenario? As usual, we are open to all the ideas in Trading HT. Honest traders, share your opinion about this stock with us.
Okay, so we had two areas. The buying area right here around 5.81, and the second area, which is the sell side right here around 11.83. So obviously we have like bullers and sellers. let's speak about that. So obviously we had to take and see exactly one of the probably the best indicators to analyze right now where the price action should be moving, which is the volume profile.
Yeah, that's a very interesting indicator. Of course, we are talking about these areas as those areas where in the past investors have been buying and selling. Not saying that these areas are the best scenarios to buy and sell. That would depend on your trading strategy. Remember, in trading, everything is possible, and many traders win money when they are right. And it doesn't mean like the stock has to be going higher or lower. It will depend all in the strategy and trading style. And in this case, what can we see from the volume profile and these two possible areas, Alvaro?
Yeah, according to this, the body control is a little bit above, around $11. But the thing here is, like I would say, the volume areas. We can clearly see the boxes that I just added in the chart. They're almost the same as the volume areas. We have a lot of volume around $11 and a lot of volume in the lower part area around $5. A little bit above, I would say. So obviously the box maybe it should be something like this, like a bigger area. So obviously if we are in the middle, is when there is a lot of risk, because when you buy the stock, you have to buy it at the bottom. When you want to sell a stock, you have to sell it at the top. You buy just in the middle, for instance, and it goes down, you are risking a lot, in that sense. So maybe if it goes back, we're talking about like a fall of more than minus 30%. That's the risk we are facing right here. On the selling side, the risk is less, because obviously all the volume is concentrated around this area.
Yeah, let's go for instance to the daily time frame to see a different perspective, and you can draw right there the volume profile, so we can see how during these last months, because we can see the data since October right there in the daily chart, are these levels. I think they are very similar.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't change that much, exactly. Obviously, because we are making not new highs, but yes, we are trading around areas not seen since the last 3 years. So obviously, there's a lot of volume right here concentrated.
Yeah, very interesting data right there with the volume profile. Let us know if you use these type of indicators or different ones. And let's go also with the relative strength index indicator, RSI, aka RSI, and you have it right there. You can see in the daily time frame a very interesting perspective, because the data that we have is like it has been in the overbought territory for a long period, since November of the past year. It went to the upper part, to the overbought territory according to this indicator multiple times, and it has been creating even higher highs, so a lot of divergences right there. And the correction happened, but it wasn't like a big crash in terms of technical side, of this type of indicators. The correction was more than 70%. Yeah, the volatility was insane right there. But the thing is, like, the RSI didn't reach the oversold territory. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame again, that was the first part that we talked about in this video, look at that. It already reached that oversold territory, almost around here. At the time, it was more or less bouncing the stock, you know. So very interesting to take into account these indicators also to see how are the market in relation to previous prices, you know. Remember, this takes into account the previous days and the previous weeks and sees where the price is, if the overbought territory or in the oversold. And in this case, many times it has been in the overbought territory and creating newer highs each time. So very interesting price action right there. Finally, that correction occurred with a minus 70%. So the key question is, was that correction enough for the market to continue its past trend to the upside, or will it continue to go lower since this point and with this start of retest? Or different ideas, let us know in the comments below.
Well, interestingly, Enrique, look at the areas that we have here in the RSI when it was trading with a level of 20, which is completely oversold. Interestingly, it rebounded from there, you know, at that particular very extreme level. We can see that just in January, you know, after the fall of minus, let's see, minus 70 something, right? 72%. And then previously, we could clearly see these corrections that happened between August 2023 and October 2024. We could see like several times reaching that area, and actually it's the best area to buy the stock at that time.
Yeah, at that time, you know, when you had the past price action and you can analyze, that's why it's interesting, because you can see which could have been the perfect trades. Of course, that's something like something that is not possible because you can't see the future before. But in this case, you can try to analyze it in this way and see if you were a perfect trader, which could have been the perfect scenarios. And from there, analyze and see which indicators you could have used, or which types of price action, or even fundamental news, you know, or financial statements, something like that. So very interesting to have that kind of back testing position, as we mentioned in this video. Also, you can see the past price action with that oversold territory and overbought. But remember, nothing is perfect in trading. With the RSI, for example, multiple overbought territories during the months of October, November, December, yeah, the end of December, the last ones, and the price continued to go higher. So you will have to wait to that for that type of divergence and breakout. So many different strategies as usual. So don't blindly follow anyone or a particular strategy. Be very clear with your critical side, and also apply trading psychology. I think that's the key in trading.
Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe right here.
Let's go. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. Let's go. Train HT.